Can you tell us a
Yeah.
little bit about your background and how you really first got started in franchising?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fair, as you said, falling into it. I think that there are a lot of us who qualify for that. I'm probably
Mhm.
not too different with my background and spending time in and around franchising. Maybe a little bit different though, from kind of from a bottom up perspective. Anyway, I come from a family of entrepreneurs. And I've always been around, the SMB space, the small
Yeah,
and medium business space. So
yeah,
as a kid, I was always around it. And as I got older, I didn't know what I really wanted to do besides something in those small and medium business
mm,
range.
yeah,
Was and still am a dumb jock. So all I wanted to do was play sports, but kind of
yeah,
knew there was no professional sports coming. So I needed to do
yeah.
something and knew that the
But
SMB.
you had that entrepreneur like itch
I've
from
just
the
been around it. Yeah,
yeah.
I've been around it. I've been around risk taking most of my
Mm,
life, watching parents and
yeah, wow.
grandparents and others.
Yeah,
And none of it in franchising, by the way, just
yeah.
general small business work.
Okay. Yeah.
So knew I wanted to kind of get around, I guess Main Street companies, you
Mhm.
could say, versus kind of the more Wall Street stuff. I'm getting old now, but now I keep track of my career in decades, I guess, and not single years. But when I
Yeah.
came out with my undergrad degree,
Mhm.
I got started as a financial analyst, actually, with a
Okay.
bank in Los Angeles,
Sure.
and we underwrote and prospected for the franchising industry. We worked with
Yeah.
franchisors
Okay.
and franchisees and multi-unit ownership groups,
Yeah.
and we also launched an SBA group at that time. So all that connects directly to franchising. Of course,
Yeah.
the SBA piece was 90% underwriting franchisors and
Mhm.
franchisee work. So my experience, that's why I call it kind of bottom up, kind of beginning with how financial statements come together, and then the
Mhm.
recruiting aspect of potential clients. And this is back when FDDs were still called the UFOCs. So now we're really going back away, right?
Yeah.
But franchising back then was a critical part of the American economy in that era. I think it
Mhm.
remains so today, and I
Okay.
think it's going to continue to be so. But
Yeah.
now I have a consulting practice that helps that small and medium business category,
Mhm.
and that includes considerable time with franchise development work, BAI of course, and
Yep.
working with franchising just kind of at a broad level.
Yeah. So then, how did you go from from franchise analyst or financial analyst, and starting to kind of work in franchising adjacent to a franchise development?